AIs are amazing at generating realistic and beautiful pictures, but when it comes to creating a logo, they are not very good. So, for example, here I asked ChatGPT using the DALL-E image model to generate a logo of a gym that focuses on strength but has a dark theme, and this is the output that it gave me. I think it's alright. I like this duck with a very muscular body, but I don't think this is going to be a good candidate for a memorable logo for an organization. And then I specify the prompt a bit. I asked it to be a geometric logo, but it's not quite right. I just want to get a logo that looks like a logo that was made by a professional designer, like the logos from these big companies. They are simple but very much memorable, and not to mention the coloring are simple, so when you want to print the logo into a real life object, it is going to be a lot easier. And I think that's the kind of logo that we should be striving for a organization or company. But if you have a problem, if you're struggling to creating a good looking logo using AI, then Recraft might have the answer. So just a few hours ago, they just launched a new logo AI model that is able to create amazing logo with a simple prompt, and the result is going to be a lot more satisfactory. So on the demo, they showcase that you can create a logo that I think I would say very much professional, and it is going to be using the SVG or vector base, which means you can always modify the shape, the scale, and also you can change the coloring later using a different program like, let's say, Adobe Illustrator. So I think that's quite amazing. And not to mention, this is free and it is available right now. So I'm going to show you how you can create a logo using this new vector logo feature on Recraft.ai. All right. First, you have to navigate to Recraft, and this is the URL of the website. Don't worry, I'm going to leave the link in the video description so you can sign up for free. And if you're using my link, you will have access to offer extra 200 credits for free. So initially you're only getting like 50 credits, but if you're using my link, you will get extra 200. So I think that's a no-brainer. Now, after you sign in to your account, click create new project, and I'm going to show you how you can create a logo. All right, this is the UI of Recraft. To create a logo, let's click this image button. And this is going to be the area where the logo will be created. And let's take a look on this side panel. Here is where you can type the prompt or description of the logo that you want to have. So in this case, I just want to recreate my YouTube channel logo. It's quite a simple logo, just a blue background, and then there is a lightning or bolt icon in the middle. And I'm going to use this simple prompt that I prepared, just a logo of a bold icon in a solid circle. At the bottom here, you can specify the dimension or aspect ratio of the logo. I think 1:1 or perfect square is the best, but of course, there's no reason you couldn't use a different aspect ratio if you want to. Okay, there is also this list of features that are only available for paid users. I'm using the free account, but I don't think these are going to be necessary. But if you want to create or if you want to have more features, then I guess paying for Recraft.ai premium wouldn't really hurt. I think that's quite beneficial, but again, that's optional. And then here you can select the color palette that you want. You cannot create your own, unfortunately, because it is behind the paid membership, but you can click this dice icon to get some randomized color palettes that are available for free. You can definitely use it, but I guess I'm not going to be using this feature at the moment. And there's also this option to avoid using text in the image, and there is also other things that you could describe or other things that you want to avoid to have in the logo. I guess I just want to disable the text feature, so there's going to be no text in my logo, as simple as that. All right, now this is the most important thing. You have to change the model into a model that is dedicated for creating a logo. Let's click on this button, and I'm going to search for a model called logo. And then here right now in Recraft.ai, there are 4 different options. There is geometric logo, there is also typographic logo, handwritten logo, and lastly, minimal vibrant logo. You can choose any style that you want, but in this case, I'm gonna go with geometric logo, which is the same type of logo that was used by a lot of different and popular companies in the world. Okay, now let's go back and let's click geometric logo. All right, so when you're done with all the prompting and all the settings, you can click on the Recraft button and then just wait until the AI model is generating a logo for you. This process would usually take between, I would say, 10 seconds to 20 seconds, sometimes less, sometimes more, but that's the ballpark number that you could expect. All right, there you go. It's a logo that doesn't look like my own channel logo, but this one, it's a bit close. Maybe if I change the prompting a bit, I could get something that's a bit different. And this is the power of Recraft. You can always ask AI to edit the picture that it was generated. All right, now I'm going to go back. Here, I'm going to specify the request a little bit. Maybe a logo of a bolt icon. Let's replace bolt with lightning or maybe electricity. I don't know. I think they are quite similar. This circle, and then I will try to recraft, and hopefully I can get something that is closely resemble my YouTube channel logo, but there's no guarantee here. I haven't tried this, so I have no idea what to expect. All right, it's almost there. It's quite close, but I just want to, remove other things. Like I don't want to have these ornaments beside the lightning. Now, I'm going to specify that there is nothing else. And let's try it again. By the way, if you are enabling the image colors, the results are going to be more interesting. And again, as I said, since it is a vector base, the color can always be modified later using a different program if you want to. So yeah, this is the result. I would say they are quite similar to my own logo, maybe not exactly the same, but I'm quite happy using this logo. And there is also another option called fine tune. This is where you can modify the logo even more. Let's say you want to get something that looks like this, but you want to add something else, or maybe you want to remove something else, then you can use the fine tune option. And there is this slider that lets you make the output to be similar, or maybe very different, or maybe very, very similar. So you can use this slider to fine tune the result. And there's also a variant option where you can create a different version or different dimension of the existing logo. So that's the other things that you can do other than recreating the picture. And there is also the option to remove the background. Right now, the background is kind of gray. I would say it's not transparent. Yeah, it is not transparent. And you can click on this button to remove the background. And it will be treated like a regular image. It will try to understand the object in the picture, and then will remove the background accordingly. And when you're done with everything, you can get this logo to your computer. Just right click and then click export as, and then there is PNG, JPEG, SVG, and LOTI. So as I said, since it is based on vector, you can export it as SVG, but if you just want to use it on your social media account or something like that, then you can use PNG or JPEG. That's usually going to work best. But yeah, that's basically how you can create a geometric logo using AI, and you can create as many logos that you want using Recraft.ai. So if you find this video to be useful, or if you want to see more AI tutorials that you can use right away, then feel free to subscribe to this channel. In any case, I wish you a great day ahead. Take care.